You know, we have a lot of agricultural products here in Iowa, but most people are not thinking of potatoes and onions.
Saint Ansgar is known as the garden spot of Iowa. Back in the day, there's a lot of growers around here growing and loading their vegetables up on this train to head to bigger cities. And the Kittleson family grew onions here on the river. Later, as they all moved to fertile Iowa, where the peat bog was drained, which is where we still currently grow.
My parents raised onions and my grandparents raised onions. Kind of been around the business my whole life. And then we've known the Kittleson family. I've known them my whole life.
From 1920 to 2023, they have been raising potatoes and onions here for consumption.
So the original Kittleson Brothers was Carl and Jake Kittleson that started in 1920, and they ran the business up until Carl's two sons, Charlie and John, took over the business. And then those two brothers ran the business up until 2014 when Charlie retired. And then that's when I joined John Kittleson, and we ran the business up until 2021.
So our onion seeds come pelletized. They're really small seeds that are pelletized to help assist us in planting them so we can get an even stand. And those come from seed growers in other parts of the country and the world. We don't keep any of our seed potatoes as we are growing for the fresh market.
Usually September, we start harvesting onions. October, we do the potatoes.
We haul all of our potatoes and our onions back over here to the warehouse here in Saint Ansgar. And then roughly a little before Thanksgiving, we're starting to pack all of our potatoes and onions. So we're starting to pack for the grocery stores based on their orders. We do that every week until they are sold out. So typically into May, maybe even in June.
And then once we get them into storage, kind of our winter project is to start selling them to our grocery stores. And then a lot of the onions go out of here by semi-load. That kind of keeps us busy through the winter, and then the whole process starts all over again. So really never a downtime.
So we're growing our onions and potatoes on peat ground, which is very different from how most potatoes and onions are growing on sand out west. So they have a different taste and flavor, and they're grown right here locally. They aren't shipped across the country, and we are striving to have the best quality produce that we can possibly have.
We deliver to, I think it's 30-some, 35, 38 different grocery stores. A lot of them are Hy-Vees, Fairways, some of your smaller privately owned grocery stores in some of the towns. And then our onions primarily go to C.H. Robinson, which they pack for Walmarts back in Iowa. And then another new customer that has been buying our onions the last couple of years is Gums Farms out of Wisconsin.
Our potatoes are stored dirty and in a humid, moist environment, fresh from the field. But every week we wash with the potatoes that we're going to sell for the week, and we grade them. We pick out any ones that have spots for number 2s and any bad ones, and then only the best quality ones we keep to bag, and we let them dry for a few days, and then we bag them when they're dry.
A lot of pride in being family owned and being local.
We're the only potato and onion grower of size that we know of in the area. Being unique and kind of almost hidden away sometimes.
If you're looking for some good quality potatoes and onions, you can stop by our warehouse anytime in the winter or find us in your local grocery store.